everybody, on this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Dolphins going up against the Bills. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. First down, it's Taylor. You got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Taylor. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. In on the tackle, the rookie Xavier Howard. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in, out on the perimeter or going inside.
They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. This is Gillisley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run with Gillisley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And he rifles one incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Taylor airing it out deep for Woods. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Drake. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the back goes into motion. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the offense lining up first and 10. On first and 10, Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron, left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, it's Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Fresh set of downs here. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. A very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Red zone opportunity. end zone now. Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Try and pound it in with Drake. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 2, here's third and goal. Third and goal, it's Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Bills. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Here's Taylor. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. Taylor now to throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Coples in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now on 4th down, on trots the Dolphins field goal unit and Andrew Franks. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Gillisley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll see if they can pick it up here with a fullback, Felton. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Watkins alone on the left side. Now Taylor, it's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now you understand why part of Tyrod Taylor's nickname is mobile. He led the AFC quarterbacks in rushing in 2015, and anyone who thought that he couldn't beat him with his legs, they found out differently.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Taylor to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
Play action, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit for the Bills, led by Dan Carpenter. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Landry. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in now. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Taylor, his throw incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
380.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Franks for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Taylor, and he fires one incomplete. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down. Eight yards still remaining here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Taylor, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
And they'll go on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Taylor to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Chris Gregg, his tight end, was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's 1st down, Miami.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Down right around the 25. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's complete to Grant. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards. In motion is Grant. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They stay on the ground with Drake. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mike Gillisley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll send Parker in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Now a handoff for Drake. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another carry for the rookie Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd down, still 14 yards left. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They send Parker in motion left. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And tough starting field position here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Taylor to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And quickly they get to the line. Taylor over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Here's Taylor. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Right at 38.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Taylor. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. A big gain there for the Bills. 30 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
35, watch 35.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor. Hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Shreds the tackle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. And he motions the wide receiver. Right back to Drake. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Franks to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Taylor flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Colton Schmidt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Dolphins, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.